Show. Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. We'll watch the Phoenix Suns in this one as they go up against the Denver Nuggets. Well, for Denver, this is their first time.
Welcome to 2K Sports live Saturday night coverage of the NBA. Thanks for tuning in. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter David Aldridge. It's all about the Western Conference. That's where the action is today as the Denver Nuggets get ready to battle. And this is their first time matched up with the Suns this season. Guys, they came out on top of the season series matchup a season ago, taking 2 of the 3 away from them.
Yeah, and they took care of business against this group last year, winning the season.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Well, guys, the Warriors are the ultimate super team, and their presence has set off an arms race. Now, for those teams in the middle of the pack, a Cinderella run has never been.
Well, DA hitting the reset button can be a painful process. Well, we see a lot of rookies getting their first taste, Clark, of NBA action. What was the hardest part for you transitioning from the Big Ten to the NBA?
I think the speed of the game, the number of possessions, again with the 24-second clock, going back to the 80s, there was no shot clock in college basketball. So you could drag it out and play walk-it-up basketball. In the NBA, you've got to turn that thing over every 24 seconds. And that speed and those number of possessions, a lot to adjust to. And then everybody's strength and talent. That, too, was eye-opening and exciting, too, because I had realized a dream to be out there with those guys.
And smarter players, too, on that pro level.
Yeah, they know their stuff. I like to say, when you get to the NBA, you're a PhD in hoops.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. They've got Michael Redd, Ashes out there with West. Then it's Walton, and it's Sampson in at the power forwards position. The Nuggets shooting their first free throws of the game. And not the best season for Brook Lopez a year ago. Never seemed to be in the form we're used to seeing him in.
Normally, Kevin, he's so efficient and just didn't make the shots at the rate he normally does. He ended up being more of a role-playing big man than a centerpiece. And I think he's still got plenty left in his fuel tank, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him bounce back with a really strong season.
It's good on the putback. Haywood's got his first points of the night.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You've got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Monroe down low. Pressed on him. Monroe's shot is good.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Boy, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup.
Working the in-between area, the kind of look that can get you into a rhythm early.
Yeah, and I think all credit goes to that being just good offense. I mean, those are the kind of shots they want, and they got them.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. And now, here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most second-chance points in the NBA. The Nuggets third.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
Thomas passes to Haywood. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. 5 on the clock. The shot by Jordan, no good.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Yeah, I like the fact, Greg, that he crowded the shooter there, made him uncomfortable, got into his airspace a bit. Looked like he forced the shot.
And you look at all the things this man brings to the game, the focus, the resolve, a winner's mindset. I mean, there's a reason why they call him the logo.
Throw good, West.
And, you know, last year the Nuggets, really incredible offensive production. Top 10 in points and assists, and had the 6th best offensive rating in the league.
Monroe against West. Monroe finds Thomas. A floater, got a piece of it.
And Sampson literally takes away a part of the floor when he's out there. Don't even try to get shots off in his area, or that's what's going to happen.
Here's West. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to go on Earl Monroe.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Rose is checked in. And Clark, talking about the Nuggets, this is a roster that's built to put up points.
Yeah, and that's the name of the game, Kevin. I mean, we love talking defense and this other stuff, but the game is about putting the ball in the basket. And when you've got shooters and a bunch of them who share the ball, that's a fun team to watch.
Here's Thomas. And again, Denver, no good.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And so the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last.
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
Well, the thing they did there, Greg, clogged up the passing lanes, playing them beautifully and making things hard for the opponent. That's really good defense.
And here's the fast break. Look at that jam.
Come on now, bring the thunder, rock that rim. And the high-flying antics of Jordan, simply awesome. One of the best dunkers this game has ever seen.
Passes it to Red. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Like that execution, Kevin. A successful possession leading to a high percentage basket.
Thomas with the ball, guarded now by Nash. Red against Jordan. Teardrop shot. He takes it up and lays it in.
You know, Jordan is an accomplished scorer inside. I mean, feels like he can get whatever shot he wants on the block.
Nash kicks to Sampson. Back to Nash. Pass to Walt. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
He hits the second from the line.
Having now been a head coach for 5 full years, 2 years with the Kings, 3 with the Nuggets, Malone's had his fill of inexperienced rosters and has done a reasonably good job with them.
A shot by Jordan, no good. To the middle. Here's West. Rose with the block. To the paint. Here's Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
Yeah, and Jordan sees the floor so nicely. I mean, one of his guys has a clean look. He gets the ball to him in whip-like fashion.
Nash dishes to Red.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
Here's Sampson. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Dallas.
And he also looked to attack at the defensive end of the floor. 3 steals in that game.
Just 4 to shoot. Here's Nash. Denver grabs the miss.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
To the inside. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going.
Neither did the defense.
Thomas kicks to Jordan. Feeds it to Haywood. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Every game Haywood plays, I wish good luck to whoever has the job of keeping him off the boards because it's literally impossible. He is a driven player on the backboard.
Suns leading by 3. West, right side. Yes, that goes in. West has got 8 points.
Yeah, and you know, a tough, crafty scorer inside. West showing you he's not just an elite jump shooter.
Outside Thomas. Pass to Jordan. Lopez against Walton. 5 to shoot. Buries the long-range jumper. That's 7 points for Jordan.
Jordan getting quickly into the shot. No hesitation. Supreme confidence shooting off the pass.
Suns moving the ball around. Here's Here's Sampson, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher.
Well, and that's exactly how the game is played in the paint inside, guys. I mean, if you can play over the top, I think you've got a big advantage.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Here's West. There's the pass to Walton. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Clark, a favorite topic of yours. Great rebounders, glass eaters as you call them. Who's the best at creating those important second chance opportunities for his team?
Well, a couple of guys stand out for me in that regard, Kevin. DeAndre Jordan is terrific. Ennis Cantor, probably, he might be the best offensive rebounder in the league, Ennis Cantor. I mean, he goes and gets it in his area, out of his area, through guys, over them. Man, he's a terrific offensive rebounder. And I'd throw Anthony Davis in there, too. I think he does a great job on the defensive glass and gets his share of offensive boards as well.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
And they've made an effort to get to the line here in the first half, guys, and it's starting to pay off.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
That one drops. He ties it up. For Phoenix, they've gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
Yeah, you know what? The waters were calm for most of the game. I mean, little resistance. Felt like they could get any look they wanted at any time.
West against Jordan. West, that's good. West has got 10.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Michael Jordan on the wing, defended by West. Trying to get open as Hayward. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. Thomas against White. The kick out to Red. Back to White. Just 5 on the clock. Over Thomas. And it's White missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Passes to Haywood. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Eaton's got it all tied up now for Denver.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Definitely. You're not going to make plays like that unless you expend the energy.
You know, when Marvin Bagley entered the league, there were some questions as to which position would he play, but the versatility he brings is special. He can guard a number of positions, score inside and out, and he is a tremendous rebounder.
And one thing you can't question about Bagley, Greg, his intensity level.
As competitive as they come, he's ferocious around the rim. Oftentimes, he looks like he wants it more than anybody else on the floor.
Out to West. Bangs home the trifecta. 13 points in the game.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Thomas passes to Jordan. Doesn't get it to drop for him. The Suns go the other way with it. West with a wide open look. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. And a look now at the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for the Suns.
And they're among the top-ranked teams in the conference, in large part because of how well-rounded they are at the offensive end. In terms of their shot distribution, their points are coming from just about everywhere. And that's a key component for any elite offense.
Left side, Jordan. That doesn't go either for Jordan.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Bagley, yes, that goes in.
And how about the persistence on the backboard? Love how hard Bagley works on the offensive glass. Wants to outwork everybody.
Puts it up from 15 and misses it off the right side of the rim.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Did a good job guarding the mid-range, extended out nicely, and definitely bothered the shot.
Allowing no space for the shooter to get comfortable. Just terrific defense.
Yeah, excellent extension on the block. Superb timing as well to swat that one away.
Thomas, good.
And though Thomas is great from the perimeter, he has a toughness and a willingness to go in amongst the trees and kind of mix it up.
Walton, the pass to Bagley. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Bagley's got his second basket of the night.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Outside Thomas. Here's Jordan, kept alive. Here's Haywood, out of hand on it.
And a skilled shot blocker to boot. Love how Bagley uses that height and reach to stifle shooters.
And it's good for two.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
They recover it. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Pushing it up. That's good from Walton on the assist from West. West has got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight. Thomas against White. Thomas kicks to Jordan. West with the steal. Here's White. An amazing shot, just barely beat the buzzer.
That is as big a shot as you are ever going to see.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, the Suns enjoying a nice lead here.
Well, already in the first period, they found ways to get this offense ramped up.
Yeah, nice beginning so far. This is how you play out of the gate.
The Nuggets trail by 13. Tony is out there with Monroe. Then there's Person. Then there's Kyle Korver. And it's Eaton in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive three balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
And Monroe kicks to Tony. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Puts one up from 19. No good from West.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Not much else you can do there. I mean, that's what you want. Too bad they weren't able to finish it off.
In Person, physical, efficient scorer, especially from deep where you can't give him any room to shoot.
Lots of physical play, Clark, during your time in the NBA. That's been toned down to a degree. Do you miss it being a bigger part of the game now?
You know what? I think it's still a very physical game. The rules have changed. The way the game is officiated has certainly changed. Some of the tough fouls that you saw in decades past don't exist as much. But I still think the game is extremely physical. So I'm glad to see us move in the direction of toning that down a bit. There's enough physicality in the game.
And up the court come the Suns on the break. Offensive rebound. It's stolen by Tony. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns.
And checking out some numbers here for Harris. Good season for him last year. Last season, he averaged 18 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And playing with the reserves, he might not get the minutes he'd like, but you sense that hunger to improve.
Well, you know, he stated that he wants to improve, but until that actually happens, he'll continue to come off the bench.
And having Eaton protecting the rim, that's about the same as building a brick wall around the basket. Just nothing gets over him. What an intimidator down low.
Monroe looking around. He kicks it to Tony. Rebound by the Suns. Their next game is at Oracle Arena, so a road game with the Warriors. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Releases from 15. Bank shot, no good.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
From the top of the key, they get the rebound. No good on that one. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a win against the Clippers in Los Angeles. Korver, good.
And this is Korver's shot. Continues to knock down that tray ball. He's as consistent as it gets from here.
The shot. And the Suns miss again. The Nuggets trail by 14. Here's Tony. That shot off the mark. Good D by Mitchell. Harris kicks to Rodman. Tries from 10. And Harris gets it to go on the assist from Rodman.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. Tobias Harris in his 8th season in the NBA and still just 26 years old.
Yeah, I mean, one season at Tennessee, and he has slowly but steadily improved each year. And, you know, he's gotten stronger, more consistent with his long-range shooting, and he's found his calling as one of those prototype small ball fours.
Monroe outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots. Here's Lopez.
Rodman excellent at contesting shots. A physically imposing presence who does a really good job distracting shooters.
Sampson, the pass to Rodman. Harris inside. Guarded by Korver. And the basket is good. And the Suns lead by 18.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Now here's Rhodes. No points in the game yet for him. Some solid defense from Harris. Took him no time at all on that one.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Tony kicks to Rose. Pass to Lopez. Shot to stop the run. Sampson pulls it in. Sampson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Harris. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Kyle Korver.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And Harris drops them both. And so it's Monroe with it, bringing it up for Denver. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Well, that was a very physical game, and I think that plays into their hands. So a lot of their points came at the foul line.
And it also led to a lot of foul trouble for some of the key guys they were up against. So we can't forget about that part of it either.
And he has not been on his game here. He's forcing a lot of shots, and the team is suffering because of it. It's time for him to focus on getting his teammates involved.
Here's Rose. Tries again. Nice touch on the bank shot. Lopez has got 5 now.
Hey, Brook Lopez getting after it. He is one of the better offensive rebounders in the game.
Mitchell against Tony. Nash outside. A 3-pointer is right on target. Nash has got his 2nd basket of the night.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
Yeah, you know, continue to pour it on them. That's what they want to do right now. Doing their best to put this game out of reach and in the win column.
Here's Lopez. Again, the Nuggets score.
And amidst the tall timber, he's right at home. Extremely comfortable. Lopez getting it done.
Nash outside. Mitchell up top, defended by Tony. Harris lays it up off the glass. He's got 13.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he was on the money, that's no doubt.
Yeah, he's building off that strong first quarter, Kevin. Rising up and hitting shots with confidence.
Nash kicks to Rodman. Pass to Sampson. 6 to shoot. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Sampson's got 4 this quarter.
And Sampson, 7'4", versatile, mobile. Good luck trying to stop him inside. He's too tall, too long.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And last season, not the one Brook Lopez wanted to have before heading into free agency.
He just never seemed to find a place with the Lakers and saw his minutes decline as he wasn't in their plans. Averaged a career low in terms of minutes played per game last year. And I think he still's got a lot to offer and should bounce back closer to his all-star level of output.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Haywood's checked in, and it's Jordan in for Rose.
You know, Nash is an excellent distributor, a phenomenal floor general, great at recognizing when his guys are open.
Right against Monroe. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Michael Redd. For Denver, they have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line. First one falls for him.
And, you know, a guy who razzles and dazzles fans with his unique flair and flavor, but also plays the right way. Monroe is a handful to deal with.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Thomas, good.
Yeah, the jump shot of Thomas. Cash money, Kevin. Boy, it's nice seeing him knock down that mid-range jumper.
Back to Nash. And that comes off the assist by Bill Walton. That's now 8 points for Steve Nash.
Love that aggressive mentality, constantly looking to put the ball in the basket.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Yeah, you know, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they've been a bit unlucky. Some of it is poor shot selection, in a slump, no doubt. But it can be turned around. They just need to find ways to score the ball.
West is checked in for the Suns. Red with the steal. Here's Nash. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Nash has got 10.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
The Nuggets have shot the ball pretty well from the line, going 8 of 11. And the first one at the line is good.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
The Suns making a switch here. Bagley's checked in. Lopez with the block.
Lopez showing off the length there to get to that shot.
Monroe against West. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Bagley the pass to Red. Good. Score the basket. Mark him 4 for 8. Shooting 50% so far.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Thomas against Nash. Thomas finds Jordan. Yep, that one goes in there. 11 points in the game.
And Jordan is simply amazing at finishing through contact. Doesn't matter what you throw at him or who, he finds a way to score.
The pass to Bagley. Nash against Haywood. Shot clock at 5. Here's Bagley. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
And really the potential Bagley has is so exciting. Just an absolute menace on both ends. And you can tell he wants to be great. And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. I mean, not a lot of effort put forth on defense there. I mean, I think he's definitely got to play up on him more and off the screen in that situation.
Wow, the obsessive quest for perfection. West truly believes every shot he takes is going in. And I tell you what, on a night like this, he may be right.
And the call will be against Marvin Bagley. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. For Denver, they have gone 9 of 13 from the line.
At the line for 2.
Free throw good, Jordan.
Well, when you watch MJ, Michael Jordan, the championship mentality is obvious. He gives his team everything he has to win games, and then some.
West kicks to Bagley. Top of the key, Nash. Passes it to Red. It's no good. He's now 4 of 9 from the field. To the middle. Here's Jordan. And the layup falls. Jordan's got 18 points in the game.
Gotta like how Jordan keeps his focus, not allowing the defense to get the better of him deep inside.
West passes to Nash. Bagley with the ball. Shoots over Haywood. Drops it in from 11 feet. 9 points from Marvin Bagley. Nash against Thomas. It's Jordan on the wing. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Efficiency personified there. Jordan scoring at will, taking over the game whenever he chooses.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Thomas against Nash. West outside. Poked away. From deep. And so it's Phoenix sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first half mercifully coming to a close. Out in front at the half is Phoenix. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny?
They've done a lot of things well, but the way they've taken care of the basketball, valuing each possession, so critical to the tempo, so crucial to the offense.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Michael Jordan.
And through the first 2 periods, it seemed he got to the paint whenever he wanted to. Just a slasher's mentality.
Yeah, you know, good things happen when he cuts to the rim, Greg, and you cut into the heart of the defense like that, makes things easy.
Second half underway. Here's who Igor Kokoshkov's got on the floor. They've got Walton. West is out there with Nash. And it's Michael Redd. And it's Sampson in at the 4. Monroe outside. And there's the feed to Lopez. Second chance shot. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Maybe with that, the lid on this basket will be lifted for him.
And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. To the right side. Walt. That falls. Nice feed that time from Jerry West. West has got 6 assists now in the game. Thomas kicks to Jordan. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Jordan's got 22 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
I mean, that's what I'd call the prototype. When you talk about catching and shooting, West squares those shoulders, elbow in perfect alignment. Money.
Pass to Jordan. Red with the steal. Down low. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him.
And a nice touch on the finish.
Jordan finds Lopez. Now here's Thomas. Walton defending. Shot clock at 6. Here's Jordan. And yes, it's good. Jordan's got 4 this quarter.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
As well he should, Greg. I mean, he always is looking to score the ball, even more so when he's hot. I like the mindset.
The Suns have gone 9 of 13 from the line. The first free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
And here's a look now at the shot chart showing the field goals attempted locations for Lopez.
This has been the kind of showing from him that everyone wanted to see. He's not going out of his way to force much, but when the shot is there for him, he hasn't hesitated 1 second to pull the trigger. Just a great night from the floor for him.
Pass to Red. Add another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
And since they've come out of halftime, they've been extremely poised and very efficient.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, certainly a step up from the first half. They're more engaged, more focused here in this second half, and they're getting good results.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Lets it go from 11. Haywood with the rebound. The Nuggets have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Jordan kicks to Monroe. To the inside and stolen by Nash. West outside. The pass to Sampson. Now Red. For 3, West. Haywood with the rebound. Haywood's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Jordan can't get it to go.
Defense better watch out. They better be alert because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
It's stolen by West. Now Nash. 10 points for him. Inside. Lays it up and banks it in. Nash has got 12. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Suns.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well. You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage, even though it was all over.
Out of bounds, Denver takes possession. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for the Phoenix Suns. On Monday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Golden State Warriors. Then on Wednesday, they'll head back home to take on the Los Angeles Lakers.
And for that matchup with the Thunder, even though they should get the win, I would expect it to be a bit of a battle. Just because they are favored doesn't mean it's an automatic W.
And Jordan gets it to go.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Here's West. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight. And the first one drops. Persons checked in for the Nuggets. Tony comes in for Monroe. Phoenix also making some changes. Dennis Rodman, he's checked in for Red. And it's White in for Steve Nash. Thomas passes to Jordan. Here's Person. Walton with the steal. to the paint. Here's Sampson. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Yeah, that was actually no defense at all there, Greg. I mean, layups don't come any easier than that. I mean, they're piling it on now. You know, he's been off so far, Kevin, but there's still time. I mean, he just needs to settle it down, idle it down a little bit, and try to contribute as much as he can on the offense within himself.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Outside Thomas. Dishes it to Haywood. Rose, he's checked in for Isaiah Thomas.
Jalen Rose.
Tony against West. Tries from 16. West with some nice D.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Did a good job guarding the mid-range, extended out nicely, and definitely bothered the shot.
And White kicks to Sampson. 4 on the clock. From deep. Denver grabs the miss. Haywood's. Tony the pass to Jordan. Over Rodman. And there's Michael Jordan, the assist from Tony. And that's 31 points for Jordan.
He has been fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead.
Here's West. And it's Denver with the rebound. Following this one, they get to host the Warriors. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. And stolen by White. Passes it to West. Kicks to Walton. Ball's knocked loose. Shoots over Haywood. Here's Person. The kick out to Rose. Pass to Tony. Rodman against Jordan. Outside Rose to the inside. Haywood in the post, and he uses the glass on the layup. Haywood's got 11.
Boy, I like how fast, how quickly he went up with the shot, realizing that his man had no chance.
Here's White, and he banks in the layup.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Tony with it. Pass to Rose. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on Bill Walton.
You know, Rose is a very reliable and consistent scorer. He's excellent at feeling out the defense and taking what they give him.
Bagley, he's checked in for Walton. And so it's West with it. He brings it up for Phoenix. He dishes it to White. And there's the pass to Bagley. 5 on the clock. From deep 3-point range, kept alive, Sampson. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Yeah, almost impossible to keep Sampson off the boards, and even harder to prevent the putback. It's just not his size. It's his nose for the basketball along with tremendous quickness.
And White with the stuff.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. To the middle. Here's Rose. Rebound by the Suns. Rodman's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Inside. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is up and in. Sampson's got 8 points in the quarter.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
Yeah, those are back crushers. I mean, they really crack your back when you give teams second shots like that.
Rose passes to Eaton. Tony with the three. Rebounded by Rodman. Rodman's got 6 rebounds now in the game. He was all alone on that one. West has got 12 points in just the second half.
He's starting to heat up from outside. That's his second this half.
Here's Rose. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done.
Tobias Harris is checked in for Phoenix. Mitchell comes in for White.
And as a free throw shooter, Rodman has his challenges. One of those guys who almost shoots a better percentage from the field.
Kicks it out to Tony. Back to Rose. 5 on the clock. Here's Heaton. He's off on that one. And Phoenix the other way now. To the paint. Here's Rodman. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Rodman's got 9 points.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Greg, the play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Rose against Harris. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
At the line for 2.
The first one falls. Monroe's checked in for the Nuggets. Steve Nash, he's checked in for the Suns. Rose hits them both.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, Greg, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And he makes both free throws.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Monroe outside. He feeds it to Rose. Makes it off the glass. 6 points for him.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Knocks down the 3 ball. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Suns ahead, just dominating this one. From the Pepsi Center in downtown Denver. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. So out there for the Nuggets right now, we've got Person. Monroe is out there with Rose. Then there's Kyle Korver, and it's Eaton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
For Nuggets, Sharif Abdul-Rahim.
And it's the Suns with the ball. Nash dishes to Bagley. And the baseline jumper, no good.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Yeah, I like the fact, Greg, that he crowded the shooter there, made him uncomfortable, got into his airspace a bit. Looked like he forced the shot.
Clark, we know of your involvement with college basketball, calling the Final Four. College teams occasionally change conferences here in the NBA. There's talk of eliminating conferences altogether.
Yeah, you know what? I'm a bit of a traditionalist here. I'm open to change, but
I think there would need to be more rationale behind the change than what I've heard or read. So I think keeping it the way it is fine. So that tradition aspect of it is what I'm hanging my hat on. Anytime you try to manipulate matchups, though, to me, is walking down the wrong road. So, in my opinion, we should stay with the conferences.
I like that thought. Nash kicks to Harris. Back to Nash. Rose against Mitchell. With the teardrop, Rose with the block. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Monroe outside. Passes it to Eaton. Monroe with it. Just 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range. Got a piece of it. Here's Mitchell. And again, it's the Suns missing.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Korver kicks to Monroe. One of those ongoing discussions about adding a fourth referee, Clark. Would that help us, you think, call the game more accurately?
No, it would just crowd the court more.
Right.
I mean, come on, what are we talking about here? There's a human element to everything we do. Calls are going to be missed. We've grown and gotten better in highlighting different aspects of calls, being more transparent about it. The video replay, I think, has been more good than bad in the game. There are going to be mistakes. You make them, I make them, the referees make them, coaches make them, players make them. We can't totally eliminate the human element of the game. A fourth official would not add to the ability to get more calls right. They're getting 94, 95% of them right now. You think another official is going to move the needle? Come on.
Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Phoenix. Left side, Harris. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
From about 19 feet, Monroe, no good. The Suns have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Here's Bagley, and finished off by Bagley.
Yeah, ferocious at the rim. Bagley can finish with power or finesse.
Down low, here's Monroe. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Denver Nuggets. On Sunday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Golden State Warriors. Then on Tuesday, they'll be facing Hassan Whiteside and the Sacramento Kings.
And for the matchup with the Lakers, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Lopez is checked in, and he makes that one.
Yeah, it's called 3D. Dejected, deflated, on defense. That's what's going on right now, guys.
Rose surveying the D. Goes up at the stripe, and good that time. The Suns have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Stolen by Monroe. And it's Rose penetrating. And Monroe, bucket on the assist by Rose. Monroe's got 11 here in this quarter alone. Here's Clarkson. Clark, you've always been a student of the game. You've seen a number of guys do a great job of changing styles as they've gotten older in the game.
Yeah, that's always fun to watch. I think about Magic Johnson. I think about Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan.
Right.
You watch these guys, and there are a number of other guys, too. I mean, those come to mind pretty prominently. But again, it's about a concession to who you are for real, not who you used to be. And I love seeing guys play more on the ground when they were high flyers earlier, or add a jump shot when they were drivers. Those are neat evolutions to see.
Rose kicks to Monroe. Shoots over Clarkson. Monroe's shot is good. Monroe's got 19 points.
He has been fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead.
Mitchell against Rose. Stolen by Rose. One-on-one here. Here's Monroe. That one off the back iron and out.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And as he squares up from mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Yeah, I like the fact, Greg, that he crowded the shooter there, made him uncomfortable, got into his airspace a bit. It looked like he forced the shot. Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Pass to Harris. Back to Clarkson. We seem to see a lot of players request trades in the media, but Clark, you have to believe some teams were blindsided by this.
Well, there's no question about it, Kevin, that teams have been blindsided on occasion. I don't like to see players operate that way, but I also understand sometimes the frustration that leads them to do so. But at the end of the day, I think it's part and parcel of the environment we're in and the nature of the business of the NBA. Sometimes players just aren't confident in what they hear directly, so they take other measures to voice their choice or displeasure. He's simply a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they'd be if he wasn't having this kind of quarter.
Here's Mitchell, and the shot goes in.
I don't think they have anybody to blame but themselves there. I mean, that's just inexcusable to let a guy get this deep inside.
Mitchell against Rose. Here's Monroe, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Monroe's got 17 now, just in the second half. Here's Mitchell, and Lopez pulls it down. Lopez has got his 6th rebound on the night. Monroe, the bounce pass. It's good.
And you know what makes Abdul-Rahim so hard to handle in that low post is the number of moves he has. It's just a matter of which one is he going to use.
Here's Mitchell. The teardrop falls in. Mitchell's got 6 here in this quarter.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
The high post shot. Outside for Korver. And it's off from three-point range.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Lopez left side. Goes to the fadeaway and feeds it. Phoenix has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Pass to Mitchell. Clark, when you were playing to complement your inside game, you had that wonderful mid-range jumper, but more and more, players are going away from it.
I think it's all driven by analytics, Kevin. I mean, everything is about the three-point shot, efficiency of your possessions, go for 3 when you can or get it to the rim. And that makes sense from a mathematical standpoint. From a game standpoint, though, if a quality shot is a mid-range shot for a good shooter, I think you should take them all the time. I mean, that would just be my posture. So I differ with the analytics. I understand what they say. But if I was coaching, guys get a good mid-range jumper from a quality shooter, we're shooting it every time.
Persons checked in for Denver. Tony comes in for Monroe. And the Suns making a change here as well. White's checked in. Rose passes to Tony. And stolen by White. Harris with it. And Rose picks him up defensively. But Nuggets shooting very well right now. 52% in this 4th quarter. And he gets the bucket.
And Korver, a team-first guy. When one of his guys is open, he wastes no time in delivering the pass.
Mitchell against Rose. The drive by Mitchell. They get it back. Rodman goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Really active down there, imposing his will and force and seeing his efforts pay off.
Rose kicks to Tony. Banked in off the glass.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
The Suns shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. Person against Harris. And the pass to Bagley. Pulls up on the elbow. Misses off the right iron.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Did a good job guarding the mid-range. Extended out nicely and definitely bothered the shot.
Lopez passes to Person. Top of the key jumper, no good.
Not surprising he missed that one, though, Kevin. I mean, the defense was very aggressive on him there.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Suns.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And in what should be an exciting 4-game season series between these two teams, they have to feel great about taking this first one against Denver.
Suns on offense. And here's White. So it's the Suns winning easily here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.